Hi Taurus, I'm Pam and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for March 2019. This month I'm using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings, and to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Taurus Sun, Taurus Ascendant, and Taurus Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign to gain more insight and information, because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. Please excuse my weird voice in these March readings. I've been sick for 10 days and had laryngitis for a good part of that, so I'm still trying to recover. But all that being said, Taurus, now on to your March 2019 Psychic Tarot reading. First card you have here, Taurus, is the Death card, and the Death card could be something ending so something new can begin. This is a card of transformation. I feel like Tauruses have really learned a lot of lessons the hard way, or had a lot of karmic tests and experiences very strongly over the past 6 months. I feel like you've gained a lot of respectability, and I also feel that you've had to push some people aside that were not really healthy or in the best interest for you in your life moving forward. Sometimes I feel like you've gone through some contentious battles where you may have felt like you were outmatched at times. And I feel like some of you have really had to release some things up to God or the universe and say, you know, like that saying, give it up to God. You've had to give it up and you know, let it go to see how things were going to play out. Like you couldn't necessarily control things in a fashion that you really wanted them to. So I feel like in some cases, especially with whomever you've had contentious battles with, some of you have had to, like I said, let go of these people and give it up and let things go up to God and the universe. You may have had some substantial claims about your identity where you may have felt like you were backed into a corner. Now, when I say that, you may go, what the heck does that mean? Well, maybe people were questioning your ethics, motives, integrity. That could have come up in any battles that you had. And you may have also felt like you were being chastised or looked down upon for who you are and like your own way of being. That may have been something that was involved in the points of contentions with these arguments, or people that you were now, I feel like you've closed out or are in the process of closing them out of your life. I do feel like there was somebody that came to you with numbers of some sort, and the believability of those numbers is in question. So either you, like this could have to do with wills and estates, it could have something to do with your work, or facts and figures with accounting of some sort. But I see you looking at some kind of numbers and the believability of what, maybe it's quotes you were getting, maybe it's your paycheck, maybe this is money you were supposed to inherit, maybe this is money that you were supposed to get from investments that were sold, and you were, you know, what was your gross profit from it? You know, what was your profit from it? You may have, or like getting money back from the government in some way. You may have some questions about some facts and figures that you were recently presented with, or that you're going to get presented with in March. So the next card in the reading could very well be you, Taurus, because it is Page of Pentacles, and this is a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you, it could be a child to you, because pages can often be children, but pages can often be not a person, but a messenger about, this is a Pentacles, so it would be a messenger about money. There were some kind of secret dealings behind closed doors that were maybe kind of like shady dealings that either you were involved in or that you are suspicious of that was going on. It's a general reading, Taurus, so it goes either way here. You have to think about that. Some of you feel annoyed, that you wonder why some things have been sloughed off and that they need to be re-examined and re-looked at. You know, especially if you're in question of what was facts, figures, money, things that were going on. Because, you know, we're in Mercury in retrograde for most, I guess, the whole month of March. I'm not sure. I think it starts on the 5th or 6th. I'm recording this in February, at the end of February. But when you listen to this, Mercury is on the verge of going retrograde, probably, when you first hear this. So it's not surprising to me at all that things would be revisited, revised, questioned, looked into again. Like, you know, that's the message and the energy. So this kind of is you, but it's also a messenger about money to do with you. So it's kind of you, and it's kind of like a message about money. I do feel like you hold the bar high of expectations for certain things, but I do feel like there was some stealing of money that's gone on. And it's either an account that you're involved in, your own money, an estate, could be at work. I don't know where it's coming from, but you need to think on this and pay attention. Some of you, this may have already been brought to your attention, and you may have already been focusing on it and dealing with it before March. But for many of you, March is where it's kicking up and is going to be popped up for you to look at. I feel like you're going to have to retaliate in some way or have some kind of revision, or you're going to have to break out all your calculations, your facts, your figures, your what you perceive to be right or the correct amounts. Like, I feel like you now are going to have to provide information to refute whatever this other amount of money is that looks like, I feel like somebody stole. It keeps coming up here. Now, again, I'm going to repeat myself. Did they steal it from you, an estate, a business that you work for, or your business? I don't know. It's going to be different for all of you. So hopefully it'll make this message make sense to you. Now, the next card you have is the Star. This is spiritual blessings. An answered wish or an answered prayer comes to you in March. Keep in mind, I don't let the cards flip upside down. So my guides are going to tell me whether it's a positive message or a negative message for you in regard to the Star. You get, like, easy money starts coming to you. I do feel like this situation is going to get rectified. And I feel like things are going to go in your favor. And for some reason, I get some gate or wall or block that was up that now is going to come down, and money starts coming through to you. So if anything was held up because of money disputes, in legally or whatever, or if there was other factors that were preventing some money coming to you, that looks like it gets rectified, sorted out, released, and money is going to start coming to you. Some of you are going to attend or be involved with some kind of big gathering. Now, for some of you, it could be family, could be a big family gathering. But for others of you, it could be a big gathering and it's prominent. It could be an award show, an award event of some sort that you're attending, or some other thing where there would be, you know, political people or dignitaries or famous people. For some of you, it's like family, but for others of you, Taurus, it's what I just talked about. Yeah, it's like you may be even receiving an award, but I get like part of an award for you is new prosperity that's coming in, new prosperity. That's a strong message here for you in this reading. Money is really highlighted for you in March. It looks to me like people are going to be saying kudos to you, Taurus, I see people being impressed with you or impressed with what you're doing, impressed the way you're handling things, or impressed with like the job you're doing, the work you're doing, or something you created, or something you've, like I said, created or done is going to be impressing people in March. And I feel like you're almost going to feel like you're walking in a dream. Some of you Tauruses are going to feel like you landed some big gig or a big, job, gig, whatever, part in something, like you're landing something, and it's almost going to feel surreal to you. Like, is this real? Is this really happening? I get that energy for some of you Tauruses. Now look, this could be you again. You've got the Knight of Pentacles, which is either a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. Could be somebody else in your life that's an earth sign as well. I feel like you're going to have like a whole new appreciation for life or certain things that are going on. And you may actually end up having to do some travel towards the end of the month of March. Don't forget, these messages also apply to Taurus, rising, and moon also, because I get like the strong Taurus rising sense when I said that about the travel. And, if you had any kind of project, plan, or idea or new innovation or something, I get like you're gonna be lucky in March in the fact that there's a lot of people that are going to get on board with what you're doing. And I feel like that's hugely important to you, because I feel like that's what you wanted to see happen. People to get on board with your idea, your project that you did, your plan, your creation, or maybe you need people to back you, help fund you, or get on board so a project or plan can go forward. That's all the energy swirling around you here in March. Don't be surprised if there isn't like some kind of competition that kicks up. And you may have to be doing a lot of juggling things and moving things around, because of all the things I've already discussed in this card. But also there's some kind of competition. So for you to get whatever this backing, support, people getting on board with your ideas is really going to be good, because I feel like there's some other people trying to get people on board with their ideas, and you Tauruses are the one that they're going to be gravitating toward your plan, your project, your idea, your thing. But it does look like this month is going to cause you to have to do some kind of juggling of your schedule, juggling of your plans, juggling duties and responsibilities. And you know what? Not only do I see a lot of money coming to you, I see something you are doing that's going to be generating money for something else, like a business you work for or a business you own. And the number $14 million comes up. I'm not saying you're getting $14 million. It may be. But some of you, with whatever you're involved in, working on, developing, selling, creating, could generate that kind of money for the company you work for, or the business you own, or something else. I don't know. It's very odd. I don't often get numbers like that, but they did say $14 million in the reading. So next card you have here, wow, this makes sense. You got the sun, spotlight's on you. This could mean love. It can also mean success in the material world. It can mean happy and joyous, feeling happy and joyous, and returning to the joys of childhood joys. It could also indicate the birth of a child. Maybe a child's being born or coming into to you or to your family, into your family. Some of you are going to take some money and you're going to buy a property and you're going to sink some money into it, and it's going to do really well for you. You're either going to lease it, or you're just going to enjoy it, or you're going to turn around and flip it. But I do see, or you're going to sink some money into your own property where you live. And then at the time when you want to go to sell it, that you did that is going to really end up paying off for you. So either way, you got to think about that, how that could apply to your life, Taurus. Yeah, you're having like a whole new game plan, a whole new strategy. You're amping up your environment in some way. And I really get the feeling like you're going to start to feel like the ball is finally in your court. Like things are going for you in your corner. It's going to be good. And I actually feel some of you Tauruses may feel like you had gone through some kind of dark like times or struggling, or like things were not clear, or they were cloudy, or they were disruptive. And I feel like you're getting out of that. I feel like March, and when you move forward out of March, you're going to be feeling like this little baby riding on the unicorn. Is it a unicorn? No, it's a horse. You're going to feel like that in March and going forward, April, May. Also, something you didn't think was going to happen or become available to you is going to become available. Maybe there was a property that you wanted and it was not available, and now it's going to be available. Or a job, or it could even be a love partner, but it's not feeling like, it could be like somebody you were like, oh, I hope they're going to be single. I don't think they're with the right partner. I'd like to get together with them. And maybe they're now they'll be free and single and, available. So that's possible. It could even be love. I do feel like you have to regain your strength and stamina in March, because I do feel like either from sickness, illness, or just emotional feeling overwrought, I do feel like you've gotten knocked down a bit recently, in recent months. And I feel like March is like your time for you to regenerate, regain your strength and vitality. Don't underestimate the power of the spoken word. And I feel like you're doing that a little bit. So be very cautious with your words in March, because you don't want any backlash from saying something in like an off-color way, or, an inappropriate statement somewhere, or because, once those words leave your lips, you can't unring the bell, Taurus. So just be careful about the words you use. I think the guides are talking about you may be underestimating the power of the spoken word in March. So just be cautious of that. But you had a really good reading here. I hope this reading was of help to you. I hope it made sense. I want to thank you so much for watching, sharing, and liking my videos. Thank you for subscribing and for Google Plusing. I do truly appreciate that. And please remember to subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And Taurus, if you would like to get a continuation of this reading where I look into my crystal and give you additional predictions and messages from my spirit guides for you for the month of March 2019, you can access these videos for download and purchase by clicking on the link below this video in the Show More section, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand page for March 2019 psychic crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac. You can also access these videos by going to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. Click on the videos tab on my menu, and they are probably going to be the first video series listed at the top of the page. You look for your sign, click on that, and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. Also, if you have not checked these out yet, you may want to do so. My Big Love 2019 Psychic Tarot readings for singles and couples for each sign of the zodiac, available for download and purchase by clicking on the link below this video. And it will take you to those videos on Vimeo, and these videos are also available on my website videos page. Just look for that heading. Find your sign, click on that, your sign, and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. You may find them very interesting. I really was surprised. They were pretty dramatic. Quite a few of the signs had breakups. I have to say that and be honest. I have to warn people. So if your relationship has been on shaky or rocky ground, you might want to check it out, because there were quite a few, not every sign, but a lot of the signs did have, in the couples, had some breakups, and there were some quite interesting messages for singles. You might want to see how that speaks to you. So if you're interested in those, there's 4 cards for the singles. I used another deck, 4 cards for the couples, and each sign, also for singles and couples, got a card from the John Holland Psychic Tarot for the Heart Oracle card. At the end of the 4 tarot, I gave you 1 for each one. So I hope you'll find those interesting and helpful to you as well for this year of 2019. So I wish you an absolutely amazing March, Taurus, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.